Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer NASCAR Heat 5 with some NASCAR paint schemes. If you haven't already checked it out at Combustion Gamer Gear, you can get the paint scheme merchandise available. Check it out. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's get started on what we're doing today. Today we have obviously the Bobby the Body paint scheme from last video. But what we're working on today is the 1997 Ted Musgrave paint scheme. You can see it right there. It looks pretty good. So let's get started and see what we can do. Alrighty guys, so first things first, let's start off with the 16. So obviously this is going to be yellow and black. So let's see what we got here with the logo. That actually probably looks like one of the best right there, option wise. Yep, that's going to be our best option. So we just come into here and let's go with currently the base game yellow for the moment, and we'll see where we go from there. Now we got ourselves the black wheels. Already got that taken care of. What we do need to do is go here and switch our spoiler to red. Now hopping on up to base paint scheme, what we need to do is switch out of this color right here, I believe, and we're going to switch to right there for the moment. Now actually looks like a pretty decent Hump Brothers Pizza paint scheme right now. Interesting. So moving on to the front here, we should be able to get this done fairly easily, and I think we will. So what we got to do is actually switch this up right there we go. And then what we need is, yep, that right there. So I'm going to switch out of secondaries, go to primaries on stripe number 2. That gets us a nice little yellow stripe, and I gotta find which one I'm working on here. There we go. And switch it to the blue. And that is about it. So obviously we have some problems that we need to address here, so let's take a look at those. So we don't have the yellow coming all the way to the front up here in the front, which that's disappointing. Also we have the red interlooping now over the roof. That's also irritating. And the blue is not obviously going all the way back over the roof, and the yellow does not go all the way up to the top of the car either. So disappointing for sure, but it's one of those things where we have to work with what we got. Honestly, there's really no other paint scheme that's even remotely similar, so we can't really go and find another one to try. This has to be it because it's really the only option that we're given. So we got to work with what we got. But basically, got the base paint scheme done. One thing that I do want to do is I do kind of want a brighter yellow. So let's go into secondaries here, and let's see if we can get just a little bit on the brighter side. That's going to be about as bright as we can get, is that base secondary there. So let's see here, go back to yellow right there. And I don't like it. So we're going to go back to where we need to be, and that's going to be base game yellow right there. Just that looks so much better for whatever reason. So we will stay with our base color here and just go with that. That just seems to look so much better. So now we got to look at sponsor. So what's interesting about this sponsor is it actually looks like Andy's frozen custard, to be completely honest. So that's kind of funny in all things considered. So we're looking for a bit of a yellow sponsor. We also got some red and we got some blue. So that's going to make this a little bit of a hassle in finding a sponsor to kind of even remotely look like that. So I'm going to scroll through here for a little bit, and not really seeing anybody that's going to kind of fit that particular bill here. So what we got to figure out now is what do we want and what do we need. So obviously we have big round logo with big yellow text going straight through it. So that's what's going to be tricky. So we can obviously go with Napa. That gets us some blue, gets us some white, but it also gets us yellow onto the car. Does that work? Yes, but it also doesn't look quite as good. We can also go with Flex Seal. That doesn't really work because it doesn't take up as much space on the hood as the other sponsor does. We could go with Allegiant. That gets us some blue and it gets us some yellow and even some orange. It's a bit off, but actually I kind of like it because there's like that pale blue that's in that particular logo there. So I mean, it doesn't look bad. We could work with that. We could go with Brandt there if we decide to totally ignore the blue logo and just go with the Primestar there. We could potentially do that. How about this pizza will not go. We could go with Ream because it has the white and the red, but that it seems a little bit off. Honestly, I think we're going to go with Allegiant here because it just seems like that's going to kind of match. It has that lighter blue. It actually stands out pretty decently. I think we're going to go with that for this part right here. So down here, this is tricky because we have the logo that's kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere here in the paint scheme. It just kind of looks awful wherever you try to put something. So we're honestly just going to leave that blank. Now back here we have the big bold text here. So what we're going to do is big bold white. We could put Pilot Flying J there. We could put Sirius XM. That would get us a little bit more blue on there. I think we're going to do that actually. Get us just that little bit more blue. Let me actually come up to the front. I want to see what Sirius XM looks like up here. Now that I saw that, but then I gotta find the logo. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it where it is. Allegiant looks good. So, but back here we got the single line of text, and then we got a little bit of blue just to add that on there. Then back here we can do about the same thing. Go ahead and put Sirius XM on here, just to give us a little bit more of that blue, a little bit more of that white text. And back here we got Shriners Hospitals for Children. We can leave those guys on there because it's probably going to be just the white logo back there anyway. So does that look good? Yes, and also no at the same time, because we just have, there's so many elements on the sponsor of this particular paint scheme that we just cannot do. Obviously we just have that very strange logo that would be up here on the hood. It's just there's so much there because you got the red. It almost looks like the logo to Auto Club to some extent is what it looks like almost. So I mean, we just can't do that. We got the yellow sponsor there too that's going over that logo. So I mean, we just can't seem to. We don't have a logo to put that there, so we got to work with what we got here. Number doesn't look too bad. The side, obviously we got that same logo that's up on the hood that we can't get. That's down here by the down by the tire there. That's where that is. Obviously we can't put that there, but we do have a single line of white text up there with Sirius XM. Back here got the single line of text sponsor as well. So it kind of works. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst, as I said. So Allegiant looks pretty good. I kind of do like how you have the lighter blue on the dark blue. It kind of looks pretty cool. So let me know what you think of that. But I think that is about the best that I can do with that paint scheme right there. And it doesn't look too bad. There's definitely more to be desired, but it came out decently. So anyways, guys, that is Ted Musgrave's 1997 paint scheme. Let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. And make sure to check back for more racing content. And we'll see you guys here next time on The Combustion Gamer. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.